I can't fucking see chat because my other phone is dead. I hate life. Why is this the world I have been plunged into? Oh my god. Bro, why do iPhones take so fucking long to turn on when you start charging them? I swear to God, bro. Can't do shit. Actually can't do shit. Fucking turn on! Damn! You've been there for like 10 minutes, bro. I know, y'all motherfuckers are just looking at a goddamn gaming chair. Luckily, I can go behind my camera and see chat, but fucking, ugh! Tell this piece of shit to turn on already, so I can fucking, ugh! Because I have no unearthly idea where my other phone is, where the iPhone X is. To be fair, I've been fighting my phones since the birth of my Dragon Ball Legends content. Let's be honest here. I've been fighting my phones since the birth of my Dragon Ball Legends content. Is it in this box? I doubt it. What the hell is this? Oh shit, it's my whiskey vape. Wait, the phone's turning on. Let's go. Let's go. It's turning on. Let's go, boys. It's definitely taking its fucking time, though. Ah, there we go. Jesus. Ah! I'm not connected to the internet. Connect, bitch! No, stop! Volume! Shut the fuck up. You know what? It low-key did take its time just to spite me, but hello! Hello, everybody. How we doing today? Hot damn! Stitch, you can, like... Where can Stitch go? It can't go on... I just realized Nezuko's not on her stand. Ain't that fucked. Stitch, you can... Fuck. You can just sit in my lap. There you go. There you go, Stitch. Your first date? Let me bring this over. Your first date is this month? Let's go. W's. W date. Let's go. We give you all of the positive vibes. All of the W date vibes up in here. Definitely hope your date goes well. Definitely hope you have said W date. Just don't take your significant other, you know, boy, girl, fucking electric toaster. I don't. Whatever the fuck they identify as, because niggas be identifying as anything these days. Just don't take them somewhere fucking expensive. The first date I went on with my girl was to the fucking Cheesecake Factory, and then I had to spend $163 for that fucking bill. Tip included, my bill was $163. I be damned! Yes, I said electric toaster, as if a normal toaster isn't electric. I'm just fucking stupid. It's fine. I'm also drunk already because I didn't intend on streaming tonight, but then I got drunk and was just like, nah, fuck it. We're streaming tonight. It's still early in the night. Fuck it. You see, what are you guys saying? You spent 40k CC 14 starring Boo Tanks? Huh? Like, I get it. I like Boo Tanks. And I actually think he was a lot better on release than people give him credit for. But this Zenkai just isn't it, bro. Like, he does some decent blast damage, but outside of that, this Boo Tank Zenkai is fucking whack. And a good date is at fucking Taco Bell, bro. If your date doesn't like Taco Bell, then just fucking get rid of them. Get rid of them immediately. If they are not there to have a good cheesy gordita crunch, then they're not worth your time. See, that's the problem. Boo Tanks actually did get a good Zenkai when you compare him to what he was before. The problem is, the meta he's in doesn't allow him to do anything. If this Boo Tanks got the exact same Zenkai a year and a half ago, he would have been like at least like a top 15 unit, if not a straight up top 10. The problem is these Zenkais are coming in with abilities that would have been useful 2 years ago, but just simply aren't anymore. It's not even the fact that it's not a blast-based meta, because realistically, the only character in the game that actually punishes you for being, especially between now and the anniversary, people are going to stop using kit. Also, how's my mic level? I just want to know, because my mic's over here, and I'm talking like really loud, so I have no idea how the mic sounds. But also, like, people are going to, like, lessen the use of Gogeta Blue eventually. You might still see him because of Rose, which I get, but Kid Buu just annihilates Gogeta Blue. I legitimately think that you're actually probably going to start seeing more purple LF Rose. You're probably going to start seeing more LF Roses, because not only can he deal with Ultra Rose, but he can also nullify Kid Buu's endurance without caring, because Kid Buu can't cancel LF Rose's ability. So, LF Rose can still rush Ultra Kid Buu and still nullify his endurance. So I actually think you're going to start seeing him a lot more once people start to realize that Gogeta Blue just simply isn't working. You actually aren't, son of Beerus. For the people who are currently in the stream, I intend to record an Android 18 revisit. Zenkai Yellow 18 revisit, where I run her with Red Pan in leader and Purple 21. So it's actually a double revisit. I'm double revisiting Zenkai Yellow 18 and Zenkai Purple 21. Have no idea when that video is going to come out because I might combine it with my high-ranking player bullies low-ranked players, because right now I'm not high-ranked because I just don't play Legends like that anymore. So what I wanted to do is use like a really like top-tier team and just bully low ranks. And then I think after that, I'm going to do the 18 and 21 revisit. Exactly. I am the ultimate simp. I'm the ultimate Dragon Ball simp, so. I would bring up the team, but the phone I'm currently using to stream is the very phone that has Legends on it. So I actually can't open Legends during the stream. But what I want to do is I want to use I want to make my first video of me bullying low ranks with a red-red-green setup, red-red-green future with Ultra Hit Leader, Ultra Rose, and Transforming Cell. And then once I get a decently high rank, and when I say decently high, I don't mean God rank. I'm not going for God rank. I'm really not. Like, if I hit God rank, fine. But, like, I'm never going to chase God rank. I just don't play Legends enough. But I'd say, like, once I hit, like, top 6K, top 3K, I'll probably switch over to the girls team. And then make that video. That was my girl. If anyone remembers one of my streams a while ago, we did kind of have, you know, an argument that resulted in like a temporary breakup. But we resolved our issues, and, you know, we kind of realized that we were just saying a bunch of things because we were angry at other people. And that's the main thing that I like to deal with when it comes to relationships. It's like, both me and her very much were angry at each other because we were angry at other people. And we said some things that really were both of us said things that were completely uncalled for. We worked it out, and we are happy now. We're back to where we were. We're happy now, and we've learned that when we're mad at other people, we need to find a different outlet to try and take that out on, because otherwise we're just going to end up taking it out on each other. And keep in mind, the person we were mad at was the same person. We were both mad at the same person, and that's why it came between the two of us, because we were both mad at the same motherfucker. That person being the man that fired me from my job. And it's like, the argument was mad stupid, because it was like, I'm mad because he fired me, and she's mad because I got fired. So it's like, we were basically mad at the exact same thing, but just took it out on each other. And eventually we're both just like, why the fuck are we arguing about this? Like, legit, like, I think it was like 2 days later, and we talked about it. It's like, why the fuck are we arguing about this? Like, we're both mad about the same fucking thing. I got fired. We're both mad about the same fucking thing. Like... My girlfriend knows fucking nothing about Pokemon. I would destroy her in Pokemon. She doesn't watch anime. Which I know what you're saying. How the fuck are you with someone who doesn't watch anime and doesn't, like, play video games? She doesn't play video games either. She doesn't watch anime and she doesn't play video games. It's like, how the fuck are you with someone who doesn't play video games or watch anime? That's literally your whole thing. And I think I actually want that contrast of someone who actually likes to leave the fucking house. Because with me, I could just play video games and watch anime for the rest of my life and I'd be happy. But she actually likes to, leave the fucking house and fucking touch grass. So that's actually why I think like we work so well, because I bring her into a more calm world where, she can enjoy video games, she can enjoy anime. I've been introducing her to a handful of animes over the past couple of months. And she can bring me back into the real world and be like, bro, fucking touch grass for once. So, that's one of the reasons why we work so well together, is because I can kind of bring her down to earth and be like, you can still have fun in your own home, but she's also the one that brings me out of said home and is like, there's also fun out there in the world, so. Yeah, but it's like, I fucking worked outside, so it's like I was already outside. I just wasn't doing anything outside, and she was the one that had me actually doing something outside instead of just walking out of my door to make a check and then going back inside. It's the reason why I have my lights on now, because back in the day, I had everything dark with just the strip lights going off, and that was just because I didn't fucking go outside. I didn't like light. But now I can kind of accept, light. She's never watched Demon Slayer. My girlfriend has never watched Demon Slayer, and she's never watched Dragon Ball. However, those aren't the anime I even want to introduce her to, because she's not an action. She's not an action type of person. She very much appreciates more of the comedy slice of life anime. So I introduced her to some classics like Lucky Star, fucking one of my favorite animes of all time, Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie, which she really liked. I haven't introduced her to Love, Chernobyl, and Other Delusions yet, mainly because I'm afraid of my girlfriend not liking my favorite anime of all time. Like, legitimately, like, there's an actual, like, irrational fear in me of my girlfriend not liking my favorite anime of all time. But eventually I'll do it. Let me, gotta bring all of these closer. You can stay in my lap. You four can stay right here, or you five, I should say. Stitch can actually stay right here, because y'all can see that part of my bed, right? Yeah, y'all can see that part of my bed. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get her to watch Fist of the North Star eventually. While it is an action anime, technically, I do actually think she would enjoy Fist of the North Star. And I think she would also enjoy Naruto. I think she's watched like some parts of Naruto. What I think is, I think she's watched Naruto Shippuden because it was on Disney for a while. Was it Disney XD or was it Cartoon Network? I think it was actually Disney that had Naruto, or maybe it was Nick that had Naruto Shippuden. One of those three. I think she's watched that, but she's never watched the original Naruto. No, four kids had the original Naruto. It was either Disney, Nick, or Cartoon Network that had Naruto Shippuden. Original Naruto was on 4 kids. Same with like Yu-Gi-Oh! And even the first airing of Dragon Ball Z Kai. But it was one of the big boys, Disney, Nick, or Cartoon Network that had Naruto Shippuden. And the reason I actually want to introduce her to video games and anime is because she was raised to believe that those things were childish. Like, she was raised to believe that video games and cartoons and anime were childish. So she was kind of forced to grow out of it by her parents. And that, like, genuinely pisses me off. And I'm like, bro, this shit is not childish. Have you watched any anime? Have you fucking seen High School DxD? Like, fucking anime is not childish. If anything, anime is the furthest thing from child friendly if you know where to look, bro. And the same with video games, but it's like, that's just how she was raised by her parents. And I kind of want to introduce her into a world where, no, like, there are adult games and adult anime. She may have watched Avatar: The Last Airbender. I don't know. I've never actually asked her about it. If she hasn't, I will straight up make a series on this channel where she reacts to it. I'll be good and goddamn. That's probably my favorite childhood show of all time. It's either Avatar: The Last Airbender or Invader Zim. Like, one of those two. In terms of cartoons. Live action, it's probably Wizards of Waverly Place, but that's also bias, because not only am I biased... No, it's either Wizards of Waverly Place or iCarly. Like, those are my two favorite live action shows growing up. iCarly was just that good, but Wizards of Waverly Place does have a bit of bias, because my first ever celebrity crush was Selena Gomez. So, like, as a kid, my celebrity crush was Selena Gomez. So, that might have something to do with my love for Wizards of Waverly Place now. It's not even just those. Just, like, fucking fighting games, Subnautica, fucking Neptunia, my favorite gaming franchise of all time, the Neptunia series. Like, come on, bro. My favorite video game of all time is Mega Dimension Neptunia V2, and I'll be good and goddamned if I say that's a childish game. It's not mature, but there's, like, mature themes and images. I mean, there's a scene where they plaster a picture of the three main characters butt-ass naked. That's not childish, bro. To the point where every single time I've ever live streamed it, I've been legitimately concerned that I might get demonetized for it. It doesn't show, like, titties, but it shows ass. It shows all three of the girls' asses. And I'm just like, bro, don't demonetize me. It's just a video game. It's just anime women. Please don't demonetize me. Luckily, I've never been demonetized for it, but I think that's because I never linger on it. Like, I let that pass as fast as possible. Like, God of War definitely isn't. But the thing is, I don't blame her, right? I blame her parents. Right? Her parents are very controlling, to the point where she's fucking 22 years old and her parents set a fucking curfew for her half the time. And it's just like, she grew up in this environment where she's almost afraid to go against her parents, and she's, like, afraid to be an adult because she still lives with her parents. And it's just like, I don't know, I'm just not for it. Like, I may still live with my mother, but there's a reason for that. I'm not living with my mother because she's too controlling to let me leave. I live with my mother because I need to save money, damn it. And me and my mom constantly butt heads because, you know, we don't agree on a lot of things. But at the very least, I can respect the fact that my mother lets me be an adult. Her parents kind of don't. So I've taken it upon myself to properly introduce her to things that, you know, real men and women actually do. I mean, I would say that Call of Duty is childish, mainly because the main demographic of that game is like kids and teenagers. Like, just because there's killing involved in it, I don't think that the act of killing is necessarily mature. Like, to me, Call of Duty is like a fucking middle schooler game. That's the fucking game you play in middle school. Because you think it's hard because you're killing people. Granted, I just don't fucking like Call of Duty, so that's probably just my own prerogative. Realistically. I just don't fucking like Call of Duty, so it might be my own personal bias against it. The Zombies mod is pretty good. Like, Call of Duty mods, those are fucking fire. I love the Call of Duty mods. But Call of Duty by itself, the campaign, the multiplayer, it's just not good. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I'm sorry for COD players, but it's just not good. The last time I actually felt a Call of Duty game was legitimately good was Black Ops 1. And Black Ops 1 was released when I was in 6th grade. I was 12 years old when that game came out. And that was the last COD game I thought was actually good. Modern Warfare 3 wasn't terrible. Or not Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 3. Black Ops 3 wasn't like god awful, but it didn't last very long because it didn't really have much going for it. The two COD games that I felt were actually good were Modern Warfare 2 and Black Ops 1. Those are the two COD games that I actually like really like and would still play to this day. Can you guys even hear the music? Because I can barely hear it. I feel like it's mad quiet. I don't know why I ask you when I could just press play on my stream and figure it out for myself, but chat interaction, I guess. Fucking Hey yo, what's up, Alan? I actually really do like Skyrim. Maybe I should go back to playing Skyrim. I only ever did like one stream on Skyrim where I was fucking around with a bunch of PlayStation mods. Maybe I should do that again. Where I just fuck about with all the PlayStation mods and see how badly I can break the game. Maybe I should do it again. Because it was genuinely fun to do. I don't really play games anymore, and that's kind of what I built my channel on. I built my channel on playing a bunch of games, and I don't really play games anymore. Like, even in my spare time, I don't play games much anymore. And, Tsubaki had sent me a text saying, what was it? Idle something. What was it called? I can't actually see. It was, Idle something has been pretty fun. It's a new game that came out. And I was like, I'm genuinely curious. Maybe we should try and get Tsubaki on a call. Should we try and get Tsubaki on a call for this stream? Yeah, most of the Elder Scrolls games are really good. Alright, let me see if I can, I'm I'm actually going to go down to this because I've used this before in my streams and never got copyrighted for it. Bring it up there. I love how my phone's only gone up by 1% because I'm using it to look at chat, and I have been doing it since it turned on. I do need to plug up this phone though. So I know I have another charger. Stitch! No! What if I use 2 different knives to fucking open that? Well, there goes my fan. If you are hard pressed for crystals, I would say don't summon on the Annie till the Ultra comes out. Because you know the Ultra is just going to be better than the LFs they release. However, if they start the Annie with an Ultra, I would summon for it. Because I have a feeling that if they do the double Ultra, whereas they start and end with an Ultra, I do legitimately believe that the first Ultra will be better than the last. Let's go ahead and get some Crown Royal up in this bitch. My girlfriend was nice enough to buy me... Oh my. My girlfriend was nice enough to buy me a bottle of Crown Royal, which I've almost finished, but shut up. Leave that over there. And just finish off I mean, I don't have enough in there to make another glass, but just whatever. I have enough in there to make a shot, so I guess it works. I guess that works that way. Make a nice ginger orange whiskey. Yeah, that's nice. Just 'cause I don't want that spilling. Ooh. God needs a red? You mean God Key? God Key needs a red? You know what I want them to do for the anniversary? I want them to Zenkai UI Omen and give MUI a platinum equipment at the same time. For no other reason than the fact that I want to run Rev UI, UI Omen, and MUI on the same team and have it actually work. And have it actually be good. Bro, these vapes are fucking trash, bro. Like oh. This vape is making me gag. Like, I'm trying not to gag. It's not even because of the flavor, it's just the vape itself that's fucking terrible. And I feel like I need to let it out now, so I apologize for what you might be about to hear. Ah! The fucker's gonna make me throw up. Get out of my face, bro. That fucker's gonna make me throw. I thought it was just a gag. Then that happened. I'm like, oh god, that's gonna make me throw up. Let's not do that. I think the vape is just expired, honestly. I've had that for a hot minute, but I lost it and I didn't know where it was, and then I cleaned my room and I found it. The juice might just have expired, but my god, that actually almost made me throw up. Ew. That's actually disgusting. Zenkai Purple VB? Or Legends Festival Broly? You mean LF Broly? I actually would like a Zenkai for LF Broly to try and deal with Hit. And then I want MUI to get a Platinum Equip to put Kid Buu in check. Because, like, other than Hit, who's putting Kid Buu in check? And I'm starting to realize that just a lot of people didn't summon for Hit. Because you don't see him as often as you probably should now that Kid Buu is out. You see Kid Buu everywhere. But you don't see Hit that often, nor Transforming Cell. Which I think Transforming Cell is probably the second most underrated unit in the game behind Rev UI. You don't see either one of them, which just tells me that not a lot of people summoned for him. So I think if they just gave MUI a Platinum Equip, it would put Kid Buu in check. You have UI Omen to put Rose in check. And then you'd have Rev UI to kind of be the glue that holds the team together, since he's the Rising Rush deterrent. You got shafted on 80k? Bro, I wish I could spend 80k on a banner. I'm not even kidding. What I would give to be able to, like, pull some Goresh shit and spend 100k on a banner. Oh my god. I would give anything for that kind of money. Not just the money to be able to do it, but the money to be able to do it and not even bat an eye about how much money I'm spending. Can we just talk about how rich Goresh is, by the way? He spent like 5 grand on that fucking banner. Probably not 5 grand, probably like 3 or 4 grand on that banner. And he's just like completely unbothered by the amounts of money he spent. Like, he's more upset about the fact that it took that much, but he's like entirely unbothered by the fact that he spends like 2 grand on every fucking banner. Like, how much fucking money does this nigga make? To be fair, I only did like 2 rotations on Kid Buu. Like I didn't exactly go in on Kid Buu. I did 2 rotations, didn't pull him, and I was just like, all right, whatever, bro. Because the anniversary is coming up. I do need to start actually grinding crystals and actually playing the game. I might even try and go for God rank this season just to get as much crystals as I can. I'm not going for top 100, but I definitely might actually go for God rank. Because I'm having a lot of success with certain teams. And if I just pump a bunch of Z power into Cell, I feel like I actually can get God rank. Keep in mind, though, like, I'm saying I had a bunch of success. I basically had to start from, like, silver rank. I think that's where they reset me to. They reset me to, like, maybe it was gold rank. I might have been reset to gold rank because last season was double RP. Last season was double RP, so I did get reset to battle rank 45. But on average, I'm being reset to like bronze rank because I just don't play PvP anymore. I don't play the game anymore. But I feel like with the units I have, I can get God rank. I just gotta Z power up, Cell, and I can probably do it. I mean, no one's out here really, like, denying Bardock's damage. It's just the fact that it takes so long for him to get that damage, and his endurance can only be accessed if someone dies. And it's just, like, a lot, same as the Vanish recovery. Just, like, most of Bardock's most critical abilities only activate once someone's dead. And the whole point of those abilities is to stop you from losing a character. Like, Vanish recovery and endurance literally exist so that you don't have to sack somebody off. But he only gets those abilities if you sack somebody off. So it's very his abilities are very counterintuitive to what you actually want. And that was the problem, and still is the problem with Bardock. Bardock is a good unit and does very good damage. But the things you want, the intangibles that you want him to be doing, he only has by doing the very thing that his intangibles would be meant to stop you from having to do. If that makes any sense. I don't even have a problem with Bardock's teams, because at the end of the day, you can just slap him in leader. Like, I'd say the biggest pro and the biggest con with the leader slot is you can just literally... It destroys team building, but at the same time enables you to actually team build. Like, one of the advertisements for Dragon Ball Legends in the App Store is build your dream team, and I'm like, I would, but everything is segregated. The entire game is segregated, so I can't exactly build my dream team. The leader slot enables me to actually kinda do that, which makes it a good thing, but on the other hand, you can just put an OP unit in leader, pair it up with other OP units on a certain tag that starts with F and, spells out future. Because Future never stops getting buffs for some reason. You can just put whatever fucking character you want in the leader slot of Future, and it just works. So... Oh, that motherfucker's all the way over there. God damn it. I don't think Ultras shouldn't be able to use the leader slot. I half agree with Dugoat's assessment, which is Ultras shouldn't get their Ultra ability through leader slot. However, where I disagree with goooo is you have to use them on that one team. My thing is, every single tag an Ultra unit has should be applicable to the Ultra ability, but if you want to put them on a tag that does not include any of their already existing tags, then regardless if they're in the leader slot or not, they don't get their Ultra ability. That's how I feel about the Ultra ability. Their Ultra ability should, at the very least, at the bare minimum, be every tag that they buff with their Z ability. Maybe it doesn't have to encompass every tag that they have, but it should at the bare minimum encompass the same tags that they buff with their Z ability. And then if you want to put them on a team that does not encompass those things, they just straight up don't get their Ultra ability. Which to me personally is entirely useless. Like, these Ultras are running around with like 150, 170, even up to 200% damage inflicted. You're not going to miss that 30%. Maybe for characters like Rose and Kid Buu, you might miss that 30% key recovery, but you're not going to miss the 30% damage inflicted. And the 30% key recovery is negligible when you have equipment that can give you key recovery. So I don't think that they should limit the amount of Ultras you can use on a team. Because at the end of the day, I do have to think about it as a company. At the end of the day, I do have to keep in mind that they want to make money. Oh shit. I do have to keep in mind that they want to make money. I don't look at Dragon Ball Legends as a fan. I look at Dragon Ball Legends as a businessman. Yes, some fan bias comes out every now and then. But at the end of the day, I need to look at Dragon Ball Legends as a businessman and try and see, because I took business in college, right? I know how business works. So I need to be able to look at the game as a business and understand that they need to make money. And if they ever limited you to one Ultra per team, they would lose so much money because people just straight up wouldn't summon for Ultras that aren't as good as the Ultra they already have. If they release an Ultra unit that isn't as good as like, let's say Ultra Vegito Blue comes out for the anniversary and isn't as good as Ultra Rose. No one's going to summon for him because if they already have Ultra Rose, they're not going to put Ultra Vegito Blue on their team, so they're not even going to bother. Now, granted, Ultra Vegito Blue will be better than Ultra Rose. Don't get that twisted, but in a universe where the next Ultra is not as good as any existing Ultra, they're just not going to summon for him. So, you should be allowed to use multiple Ultras, but A, you should fucking fix the Ultra ability, and B, you need to stop making Ultras so broken. You need to actually make Ultra banners more worth summoning on, instead of just making Ultra units it's super broken and having them be the only driving force to the banner. Excuse me. As of right now, the broken nature of the Ultra units themselves are the only driving force towards the Ultra banner. And what you need to do is start actually making the banners themselves worth summoning on, instead of just making the Ultra unit super broken. I'm gonna be completely honest with you for a second. I actually prefer the meta where Zenkais were broken, because at the very least, most people had access to the Zenkais. So if you were gonna have one unit rule the game, at the very least, most players had access to that broken unit. Like when FSK was running the game, I may not have had him for a while. Like, I couldn't Zenkai FSK until, like, almost a year into his reign. However, there were other broken Zenkais that I did have access to. So, at the very least, when it came to broken Zenkais, most players had access to at least one. But when it comes to broken Ultras, if you don't have money, you're simply not having access to this Ultra. Because even if you pull one copy, alright, cool, you can dominate the low ranks. But what happens when you finally get in the top 6, top 3, top 1k God rank? Once you get in the God rank, everyone has this unit. So if you don't have the stars, you're fucking screwed. At least when it came to Zenkais, like when Android 18 was the second best unit in the game behind FSK, there were a lot of people that had her at 14 stars, and they could take advantage of the best possible version of this character. But when it comes to Ultras, sure, I have Ultra Rose, I have Ultra Hit, I have Ultra Gogeta Blue. I may not have Kid Buu, but I have the other 3. But I have Hit and Rose at 5 stars. I've only pulled 1 copy. Gogeta Blue, I have 2 copies of. He's at 8 stars, but the other 2, they're at 5 stars. So, like, yes, they're that good that they can compete even at 5 stars. But if I want to hit God rank and I really want to grind to keep God rank, I have to compete with people using 14-star Goku Blacks. And at that point, my 5-star Goku Black is not competing with the 14-star Goku Black. But if Zenkai still ran the game, at least I had my 14-star, say, Red Majin Vegeta, which I actually don't have at 14 stars, believe it or not. I actually don't have 14 stars on Red Majin Vegeta, because they never put him on any banners. But, you know, the average old school player can say, you know, 14-star Majin Vegeta versus 14-star Majin Vegeta, or like 11-star Majin Vegeta versus 14. Like 11 to 14, that's a negligible difference. So, you know, fucking 11-star Majin Vegeta, which I think mine is at, versus 14-star Majin Vegeta. But for Ultras, it's like 5-star versus 14-star Ultra, and it's just like, come on, man. It honestly does blow me that Purple 17 still doesn't have a Zenkai. When Yellow 18 got a Zenkai 3 years ago, yes, it has almost been 3 entire years since Yellow 18 got a Zenkai. Purple 17 was released on the same banner as her, and he's still yet to get a Zenkai. That is fucking crazy. Yellow 18 and Purple 17 were released on the same fucking banner. And it has been 3 years since 18 got a Zenkai, and Purple 17 is still just sitting there. Unzenkai'd. Yellow 18 is legitimately going to get a Platinum equipment before Purple 17 gets a Zenkai. Oh, what I would do for a Sin Shenron Zenkai, bro. What's up? What's up, Zeldrip? What's up, bitches? What's up, Zeldrip? But yeah, I legitimately do think that the thing the GT team is missing is a defense type. Like, they're missing a defensive unit. 17 has the support. Hellfire 17's got the support. The Tag 4s have the damage. They're missing their defense. LF 4Ku is just another damage unit. They need a defense. And while Hellfire 17 can tank, he's more of a support than he is a tank. Sin Shenron is a straight up tank. And he even has anti-rising rush mechanics. So, I do think that GT needs a Sin Shenron Zenkai to really be top tier right now. Or an Awakening for Gogeta 4, LF Gogeta 4. If LF Gogeta 4's Platinum equipment got an Awakening, then I could see him also fulfilling that role. As a defensive damage dealer, it wouldn't quite be as good as Sin Shenron, because there would be 2 green damage dealers, but the other green is a tag unit, so you can swap into Vegeta, and then have that type advantage over purples. So, it would work. The green-green-purple setup would work, because one of those greens is a tag unit. You would just end up spending more time as Vegeta than you did Goku. It's in the Discord. I can't look at the Discord right... Wait, can I? Can I look at the Discord right now? Let me see. Does this phone... It does have Discord on. Am I fucking logged in, though? Because if I'm not, that's a problem. Oh, wait, no. I see it. Let me see this. The abs are looking a bit weird. I'll be honest with you. The abs, they're looking a bit weird. And the head, the forehead, it's not really right. I can actually say this to you because I am an artist. I was in an AP drawing class, for Christ's sake. And I do a lot of drawing, especially for Dragon Ball Z characters. I will say the abs are looking a bit weird for the armor, and the forehead isn't quite right. But other than that, it's pretty good. The reason I don't want Oob to Zenkai is because of the fucking green card. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you, he would help GT a lot, but I just don't want to deal with his instantaneous green card animation. You think LF Bardock is underrated? No, not really. Like, I do think people think he's worse than he is, but because he doesn't have a team to go on, I don't think he's underrated. I have seen Goresh's top 10, and I actually agreed with a lot of it. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I actually did agree with a lot of it. My biggest thing is the fact that he put Kid Buu over Goku Black as number 1. I think Goku Black is number 1 right now. I do not think Kid Buu is better than Goku Black, and I would actually argue that Hit is better than Kid Buu. Legitimately, I would argue that Hit is better than Kid Buu. My top 4 would be Goku Black at number 1, Hit at number 2, Kid Buu at number 3, and Gogeta Blue at number 4. With Beast Gohan at number 5. I don't think 17 belongs above Beast Gohan right now. Because at the very least, Beast Gohan can consistently go neutral against Goku Black, whereas 17 cannot. Actually, does 17 go neutral at all? I don't have 17, so I might be crazy. Correct me if I'm wrong, but does 17 just not go neutral at all? He has to go neutral at some point. 17 has to go neutral at some point, but the fact that I can't remember tells me that Beast Gohan is better than him. Because Beast Gohan can consistently go neutral, whereas 17 obviously can't. He only goes neutral on ult? Here's the thing. I actually do think that people underrate 17. I do believe that 17 belongs in the top 10. I just don't think he fucking belongs at number 5. I'd put 17 like 8, like 7 or 8. And I'd put Blue Zamasu one spot below him. So if he's 8, Zamasu is 9. And if he's 7, Zamasu is 8. And then I would probably put Red Cell a spot above 17. So if 17 is 7, Cell is 6. And if 17 is 8, Cell is 7. Me, personally, I would have 17 at 8, Cell at 7, Zamasu at 9. I love how I stared at my microphone the whole time I was saying that. Yeah, somebody please check. Because I legitimately don't know if 17 goes neutral because I don't have them. I usually remember the kits of units I have, but if I don't have them, I tend not to remember. But I swear, there has to be somewhere in his kit that he goes neutral. If he doesn't, then I retract everything I just said, and 17 doesn't belong in the top 10. Like, if he doesn't go neutral at any point, then I retract what I said, and 17 is like an honorable mention for top 10. Someone you could cope into top 10, but realistically isn't actually in there. Hold up 1 second. Alright, sorry, I had to pee. And I know there's going to be that one person that's like, how the fuck did you use the bathroom and wash your hands that fast? Because my bathroom is like 15 feet away from me, bro. If that. My bathroom is actually like... Is it even 20 feet away from me? I don't even think it is. I don't even think my bathroom is 20 feet away from me. So, yes, I can fucking pee and wash my hands in under a minute. In like fucking 25, 30 seconds, bro. I only say that because I legitimately have gotten that comment before. He goes neutral when he uses his ult. Alright, peace out, Zeldrip. But he goes neutral when he uses his ult. That's it? Alright, then at best, LF17 is honorable mention. At best, LF17 is honorable mention, and you could cope him into like 9 or 10. If you wanted to cope him into the top 10, then I will accept 10 or 9. But anything past that, I just don't agree. I simply just don't agree with anything past like 10 or 9. He's either honorable mention, 10 or 9. And the fact that Goresh had him over Beast Gohan, who consistently goes type neutral, I just can't agree with that. Nor can I agree with Kid Buu being better than Rose. However, Goresh did make a point of saying if you wanted to put Goku Ultra Rose over Ultra Kid Buu, that's not a problem, and he totally agrees. Which means I have no problem with that. If he personally believes Kid Buu is over, but understands that if you put Rose over, then that's absolutely valid. That's fine. I personally put Rose over Kid Buu. He understands that's valid. We're all good. But I just simply cannot agree with putting 17 over Beast Gohan. I just can't do it. If you wanted to put 17 over Blue Zamasu, go for it, because you can put 17 in leader, replace Blue Zamasu with him, and then run Rose and Transforming Cell. I got no problem with that team. So if you wanted to cope him into 10 or 9 because of that specific setup, go for it. I'm not going to argue with you. I'll probably tell you, I'm not entirely sure if I agree, because I'd rather just run Zamasu and then put Kid Buu in leader. But, you know, if that's the team you run and it works for you and you want to cope him into 10 or 9... Hiccup, my apologies. Go for it. Go for it. 10 or 9, I can accept that. But 5? Top 5? LF17? I just can't in good faith do that when Rose and Kid Buu are running around. He may be able to cancel Kid Buu and Kid Buu's ability to nullify his endurance, but I just can't in good faith put LF17 in top 5 when Rose exists, and is literally, in my opinion, the single best unit in the game. And is literally, not in my opinion, but in hard fact, in almost every single fucking match. Like, I personally may not run into Ultra Rose that often because I don't play Legends like that anymore, so I'm not that high ranked. But for the love of God, bro, LF17 just can't be it in this meta. Now, if I look at an individual unit, for his support and what he brings to any team he's on, I'll put him in top 5. Hell, I will actually put 17 over Gogeta Blue in what he brings to the team as an individual unit. But if you're looking at the meta, I just cannot in good faith put him really in the top 10 at all. Let me look at chat. Let me see what chat's saying. Wait, he has to have a dead ally? He has to have a dead ally for his ult to go top. Unit, he's as a support, he's top 5. Individually, as a unit in this meta, I can't put him in top 10, bro. Yeah, I'm just gonna straight up say it. Like, at first, I wanted to give Goresh the benefit of the doubt because I didn't know 17's kit. I had only ever seen Goresh and other YouTubers use him. But now I get what Dugoat has been saying whenever he reacts to Goresh's top 10 lists. Like, 17 is like top 15 at best, like peak. Peak 17 is like top 15, bro. Oh my god. I feel like I need to apologize to Dugo. Because for the past like month, I've been like, bro, 17's better than you think he is, goat. Like, you're crazy. But it's like, now I feel like I have to personally apologize to Dugo because motherfucker was right. Goresh is making a horrible call with that. Put the ult in the Discord. Let me take a look. 50%, plus 50% the damage to ultimate damage inflicted for 3 timer counts. Applies attribute upgrade. Minus 50% to enemy sustained damage cut. So he basically gets 100% to his ult damage. For 3 timer counts. Nullifies, restores health when it reaches 0 effects when this character attacks for 3 timer counts. Also applies the following effects to self if there is a defeated battle member. Nullify unfavorable element factor for 15 counts. Increases Dragon Balls by 1. Blast armor when charging forward. So he gets it for 15 counts. So at least it's not just for the ultimate, but... Oh my god. If that's the only place he gets type neutrality, and he needs a dead ally just to get it... That's fucking crazy, bro. It's the only part with type neutral. That's fucking crazy, bro. Because this whole time, I was thinking, alright, 17 had to have some type of type neutrality in his kit that allowed him to actually face Rose. And that's why Goresh put him so high. But now with this knowledge, I'm like, bro, Goresh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, legitimately, Goresh? That's not even a bad take. That's a straight up stupid take. Like, that's straight up dumb. Like, you actually have to be stupid to put Rose, or to put 17 in that spot with Rose running around. Like, what? Like, I usually defend Goresh in when it comes to tier lists, because, like, you know, he's consistently top ranked. He 14 stars everything. He's got top title boosts, best equipment in the game. You know, it's like he knows what he's talking about. But, like, with the 17 take, bro, I have no choice but to call you fucking stupid. Like, you're actually fucking dumb if you think that that is worthy of top 5. Like, what? Sure, he very well may outage every single unit in the current top 10. And I genuinely believe he will with all the intangibles that he provides. But to put him as top 5 right now? That's fucking crazy, bro. That is fucking wild. What? No, almost no type neutral. Rose is the best unit in the game, and you Ultra Rose is the best unit in the game, and you fucking put him top 5 over Beast Gohan, who has consistent type neutrality? What, are you fucking stupid? Like, what? If that's the case, why the fuck isn't Pan top 5? Why isn't Pan in your top 10? Hell, her type neutrality is much better than 17's, and she provides just as many fucking intangibles. Not the same intangibles, granted, but she provides just as good a support as 17 does. Why the fuck isn't Pan in your top 10? Well, hold up there. LF Future Gohan is not better than 17. Let me stop you right there. 17 is much better than Gohan. But hold up. Hold up. Because at this point, now I feel like we have to go through the entire top 10.
Priority gaining ability, like, it doesn't get more pinpoint targeted counter than that against this.
Shut up! Wait, do I fucking have the Roku app on this phone? I do. Alright, let me just use... Why are you not charging? There you go. we're actually going to go through Goresh's top 10. And his number 10 is Blue Zamasu.
Blue Zamasu. One other thing I wanted to quickly mention before we jump into the Zamasu is that I do want to try and shorten these videos a bit because I feel like the last few have been way too long. So,
well, I want you to keep in mind that the only son of a bitch, the only reason Gohan lasted as long as he did was because of FSK and Revival Gohan. Had those two units not existed, he would not have lasted as long as he did. That's why I think 17 will outlast future Gohan. But he's got Blue Zamasu at number 10. I would put Rev UI at number 10. I know he has Rev UI at 7. I would put Rev UI at 10. I do think Zamasu is more valuable than Rev UI. He provides endurance and intangibles. Whereas you cannot cancel a revive unless you're running blue Beerus. I would still value Blue Zamasu over Rev UI and say that Rev UI belongs at number 10. I think Rev UI is the single most underrated unit in the game right now, but I would still value Blue Zamasu over him. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't argue with you if you put Rev UI in honorable mentions and didn't even include him in the top 10. If you put Rev UI in honorable mentions for top 10, then I'd have zero issue with that. But if you think Rev UI doesn't even deserve to be in top 10 or honorable mentions, meaning he doesn't even deserve like top 15, then me and you might have a problem because you're just underrating Rev UI. Rev UI is so good.
This guy doesn't really fare well against either of them. But with that being said, he still has some really good tools at his disposal to stall, provide time, provide healing, a lot of intangibles, key reduction, endurance, stuff like that. So pretty good character still, solid addition to pretty much any team. But I definitely feel like his, value has decreased recently with the...
I mean, even the type neutral, he still needs someone dead to access it, which is the same as 17. Granted, he gets it every time someone dies, but I still think it's shit. His number 9 is Transforming Cell. I'm going to be honest with you, I'd put Transforming Cell at like 7. Like, legitimately, I think Transforming Cell belongs to be at like 7. Maybe even 6. I actually do think Transforming Cell is just straight up better than 17. So I actually would put Transforming Cell at number 7 or possibly even 6 on the list. I think 7 or 6, switch around 7 or 6. I think he belongs on there. I legitimately believe that the only unit truly better than him is Beast Gohan and the Ultras. Like, legitimately, in this meta, I truly believe that Beast Gohan and the Ultras are the only units that are de facto better than Transforming Cell. So I would put him at 7 or 6. You can argue who might be one spot above him, but I think he's de facto 7 or 6.
Blue's also another one, so you run into these blue characters every now and then, but there really isn't like a super mega crushingly powerful blue character, right? You take a look at the 4 main ultras right now. There's a purple one.
And that's the other thing. There's no blue ultra that's no really like fucking with hit right now.
Blue ultra character. So that's why I feel comfortable putting the Cell.
I said hit. Fucking Cell. Because I was just thinking about a powerful red, and I thought of hit, because obviously hit's better.
He's a very slippery character. The healing is pretty good, so all around a really solid release. I think when you switch into this character, when the enemy's below half HP, he becomes
I need to grab something.
incredibly powerful character. He's insane.
I'm still right here, don't worry. I'm just like literally right behind the camera.
Like 3-hour-long battery grind. There were a lot of cases where I would switch in with this transform cell when the enemy was under half HP, and I felt like I just had a guaranteed kill on anybody, right? Going type neutral and getting cover null, and you draw a green card to refill your hand and get a bunch of damage buffs. Like, that's insanely powerful. So this cell, I think, is a very strong addition to the future team. Like future needed more buffs. And if the Android team member decides to go more strike-based in the future, then you could always have this guy fulfill that role as well. And don't forget regen too. I think regen actually does get a pretty decent buff with this cell, but I think regen is like one character away from being a very top tier team. Of course, with Ultra Kid Buu as well, being a strike-based character paired up with the cell. If regen gets one more really powerful character, which I think is very likely in the anniversary that we might end up getting Orange Piccolo to fill that role, we could see regen sort of take the reins as one of the best teams in the game for sure. So red cells at number 9 here on the list. We'll move on to number 8. Alrighty, moving on to number 8, we have the tag 4s. Actually,
I grabbed a snack.
they were also number 8 on the prior list. This character really hasn't been that affected by the release of Ultra Kid Buu. I guess the one indirect thing is that Purple 17 on the GT setup with this character is probably a little bit less valuable now. Because of
I did mention that possibility earlier in the stream.
I kind of wanted to include Purple 17 on the list. He was very close to making it on the
I will say this.
too, but
There's one thing that stops me from believing that they'll lead with an Ultra,
he is, how strong he is.
and that's the fact that LFs are more appealing.
He didn't include 17 on the list, and I think
Legends Limited units are just simply more appealing to the average player than Ultra units
I
are.
don't think he's good enough to use, of course.
And that's why I still think we are going to headline the anniversary with a Legends Limited unit.
Character a bit, but I don't really have like a super.
I don't deny that we may very well get 2 Ultras. But I think let's say we get 3 new high rarity characters during the anniversary. I think it would end up being Legends Limited and then Ultra followed by another Ultra. I think we would rather get 2 straight Ultras rather than Ultra LF Ultra. Because Legends Limited units are simply more appealing to the average player, to the casual player who is summoning because of the aesthetic.
Not with this character, but with something that they.
And those people make up a lot more of Dragon Ball Legends' profit than those who actually want to, get top 10 in PvP. So
See a bit of a fall off on this character.
if we get 2 Ultras, it's going to be back-to-back Ultras. I don't think they're going to lead off the anniversary with an Ultra, but I'm not denying the possibility of then afterwards getting back-to-back Ultras.
Unit. So number 8, tag 4.
Also, his number 8 is Tag 4s. I wouldn't put the Tag 4s in the top 10 at all.
UI Goku.
I genuinely wouldn't.
Dumb grabbing this guy even in my list at all, and I'm just gonna keep putting him on the list.
And this is the one part where I agree. If you don't think Rev UI deserves to be in top 10,
Still deserving.
I literally don't know what to tell you. You must be dumb.
This guy, I think what happened actually.
Or you don't actually use him on proper blast-based builds.
So on the prior list, I think I had this guy at 8, and the tag 4s were at
If you don't think Rev UI is top 10, then you're using him on Unirep, and if that's the case,
To be honest, I'm gonna
it's your own damn fault for losing those matches, because Unirep is terrible.
it's like 5 or 10 on this list. You can theoretically move around pretty freely. There's not really like a gigantic gap in between the top 5 through 10 on the list here. I think once you get into 1 through 4, that's when things sort of take a turn for like a different tier of character. So 1 through 4 are pretty much set in stone, at least in my opinion, in terms of like them being in their own bucket almost. But
The team that I run him on is I have Transforming Cell and Leader, and I understand he's a strike-based unit, but his stats are so high you can build him however the fuck you want, really.
really that big of
Then I have the Golden Boys
a character prior.
and Rev UI, and my alternative team is Tag Goku and Vegeta
So with
with, I say Goku and Vegeta,
like Gogeta Blue, you would encounter
Tag Trunks and Vegeta
I think it might
with the Golden Boys and Rev UI.
be like what 48.
And then I just have a full bench of Zenkai buffers and just focus on pure offense. Like, this team, if you touch it, you're killing somebody. However, if I touch you, I'm killing somebody. It is a team that is built exclusively for offense, with the only defensive utility that exists being the revival. And I can't tell you how many times on that team Rev UI has won me 1v3 comebacks. Because I'm going to be honest with you, the Golden Boys, the Boo duo, fucking suck. And Trunks and Vegeta fucking suck. So, realistically, they just end up being fodder so that I can prolong the match and do as much damage as possible. And then Rev UI literally wins me the match every single time. In fact, I have, since his release, I have yet to lose a match where I was using Revival UI Goku. I have lost a match with every single unit to have released in 2023 except him and Ultra Rose. Him and Ultra Rose are the only two units to have released since January 1st, 2023 that I have not lost with. So maybe it's my own bias, but also keep in mind that my Rev UI is only 6 stars. It's not like I went crazy on his banner and 14 starred him. I only pulled 2 copies. I only have him at 6 stars. And yet he fucking carries every single team I put him on. Whether it be Unireps, Blast Saiyans, Blast God Key, fucking Sun Family, it does not matter what I put him on, he fucking carries.
Now with Kid Buu out, at least Goku the Blue is a check, and people are a lot more hesitant to run him. And so we are seeing a massive upswing in the amount of people using Ultra Rose right now. He's sort of just...
See, that's the thing. Because of double RP, I'm actually not that low ranked.
That, I think, does negatively...
Like, sure, I'm not in the top 1K. But I'm certainly not in, you know, like, top 120,000 or some shit. I'm not in the fucking bronze rank. Like, I'm not necessarily low ranked. I'm not top rank, but I'm not low. Like, I am fighting competent players with decent star counts. I'm not out here in the bronze rank fighting fucking EX units in the leader slot. Right? I'm not out here fighting fucking EX Super Saiyan Blue Goku and leader. Like, I'm not out here fighting that bullshit. I am a decent rank. I'm not high rank, I'm not top rank, but I'm also not low rank. I'm like mid. I'm like upper mid rank. I would say like I'm like top 12,000 right now. I would say I'm like top 12K, which is not, it's not top rank. Certainly not. I'm not about to sit here and say like, oh, I'm top 12K, I'm the best in the world. No. Like, it's not top rank. I'm not, you know, up there and shit. But, you know, I'm definitely not fighting people who have no idea what they're doing and are just running the most bullshit teams. And with the star count that I have on my units, it actually creates a more or less even playing field with the people that I'm fighting. Because I would say that I am better than the people I'm fighting, but I would also say that the people I'm fighting, on average, have higher star counts than me at this point. So...
Beast Gohan is, once again, a carry unit. You want to build a team around Beast Gohan, and he will be
excuse me.
17 is a character you want to build a team around.
Imagine Beast Gohan, Pan, back on Boost when Orange Piccolo comes out. Tammy, I'm going to be honest with you. If they put Beast and Pan back on Boost when Orange Piccolo comes out, shit, bro. Fucking hot damn. Beast and Pan back on Boost is done. It's fucking done, bro. Superhero is once again the best team in the game. Like, what? Beast and Pan on Boost with the release of Orange Piccolo?
actually just as well.
Also, I love how Garesh's video has just been in the background this whole time.
That's just like the other slot character in the game.
I was supposed to be talking about the video and I just didn't.
He's going to make your team feel a lot better. It's going to make your team a lot more survivable. He's going to allow your team to actually...
Bro, like, don't time Tammy out, but my God, bro.
Underrated by a lot of people.
Pan and Beast back on boost is some wild shit to say. I do have to say that. I do have to say that, Tammy. Fucking Beast and Pan back on boost, that's some wild shit to say, bro.
The most annoying character in the game.
That is some wild shit to say. I'm gonna go ahead and bring our music back. Here's the thing. I don't actually have a problem with units receiving boost a second time. But it should be units that actually need it. And I'm telling you right now, Beast Gohan and Red Pan do not need boost. They do not fucking need boost, bro. They don't need to be in featured tier. They don't need to be in B tier. They don't need to be in A tier. They don't need to be in Z tier. They don't fucking need that shit, bro. They are perfectly fine where they are. Maybe I will accept Red Pan in like B tier. That's it. Like, because Red Pan offensively really ain't shit. So I will accept Red Pan in B tier. But anything past that, I'm like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You want to know what the biggest thing about Awakened Piccolo is? Awakened Piccolo would have been received much better if Ultra Broly didn't come out literally like 2 weeks after his release. Had Ultra Broly not been purple, Piccolo would have been so much better. But because Ultra Broly was fucking purple, it was just like, why the fuck would I run Piccolo when I can just run Ultra Broly? Like, it's the same shit. I can just run Ultra Broly in leader so he gets the Z abilities. And fucking... he's just better than Awakened Piccolo. But I will say that the synergy that Piccolo had with Pan and Gohan was unmatched. Unfucking matched. I genuinely think that the synergy between that team was far better than it was with Ultra Broly. But I will say that Ultra Broly was just straight up a better unit. That's another thing. He really did get fucked up by pierce damage. Like, Ultra Super Vegito really fucked him over for no reason. Because he just wasn't immune. Or he just didn't have any resistance to pierce damage. So, like, if you ulted Piccolo with Ultra Super Vegito, he just fucking one-shot Piccolo every single time. And it wasn't even because of his type advantage. It was just because, like, Vegito does pierce damage and Piccolo has no defense against it. So, like, that was fucking stupid. Like, I will admit, not having defense against pierce damage was fucking dumb. But Piccolo was just a good fucking unit, bro. Hold up. I'm grabbing my snack again. I can't read the entirety of your message right now, but I already disagree with you, so let me wait till I get back to my phone. I simply disagree that Broly didn't do anything. I simply disagree with that. Yes, he was a melee type that acted like a defense type, but his defense was impeccable. And I would say that his gauge is the best defensive gauge we've ever seen. Now, granted, that isn't saying much because most gauges are offensively based, but it was a fantastic defensive gauge. Like, Broly really was a defense type. Like, they may have typed in melee type, but he was a defense type. And I never, like, especially after seeing Broly, I never expected to take a lot of damage from him. I expected to do no damage to him and get fucked over by his gauge time and time again. Which he accomplished in the, 3 weeks that he was actually relevant. Also, Zenkai Vegito Blue on Boost. I'd be okay with that. Honestly, I would be okay with Zenkai Vegito Blue on Boost. I legitimately don't have a problem with that. Because he fucking sucks. He's actually just a bad unit, so... I don't even want him on the featured tier. I want him in fucking Z tier, bro. And I want him to get a platinum equipment. Because his Zenkai was just a platinum equip. So I need him to get a platinum equip that is actually a Zenkai. Because his 2 new abilities literally do nothing. And his Zenkai was just a stat buff. Which would have been done with a platinum equipment. So I need him to get a platinum equipment that doesn't give him any stats. It just gives him 3 new abilities. Well, okay, slot 1 can be stats, but both slot 2 and 3 need to be abilities. Because he needs an actual Zenkai. But what the hell is Sapphire Protection? I actually don't know what that is. That is some familiar ass music, bro. I mean, what the fuck is 15% HP when he's the last one alive gonna do for him? He gets hit by 1 card and that 15% is gone. All that does is let him take 1 extra card. Which with every unit having double fucking card draw speed at this point, what fucking good does that do for him? It would work if he had some disrupt or some type of defensive utility, but he simply doesn't. I can like feel my stomach being like, oh. So I'm probably about to force myself to like. I'd say throw up in my mouth, but it's not that. It's more like in my throat. It kind of stops here and then goes back down. I've learned how to force myself to do that when I've taken a bit too much alcohol. And right now I'm kind of feeling it. So I would like to stream a bit longer. So we're going to try and make that happen. Oh. Too much alcohol, boys. I actually think that Green Mai should just get a Zenkai because she's permanently a part of Future's bench. It's like at this point, just fucking give her the Zenkai. Just make her that much more. Just make her that much better of a bench unit. Like I legitimately think that like characters like Green Mai and Red God Goku who are permanently attached to the bench of their teams, just give them a fucking Zenkai. Like just let them have the Zenkai buff too. To crack my back a little bit. Hey, what's up? Honestly, yeah, I think they should just, like I said, they should just Zenkai Green Mai, make her the ultimate bench, and if they actually give her good support, she can be a part of the actual team. Hold up one second. Give me a second, real quick. Ah. Alright, boys. I think I have indulged a bit too much tonight. I think I have indulged a bit too much tonight, and I must go. But I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully. For the love of God, I hope I'm back tomorrow. But I'll be back tomorrow. If not tomorrow, then within the next couple days. And we're gonna go ahead and peace out for tonight. If you enjoyed this live stream, do make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Hit that join button if you can, it really does help the channel out. All the links you could ever want are in the description down below. And I will see all of you inmates back here at the asylum for the next video or live stream. Praise